Did you see what happened to that soccer player, Christian Eriksen, in the Euro League, where he fainted in the middle of the match? Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Really, dude, that was huge.
Really?
It was crazy. It happened. I don't know if it was Saturday or Friday, something like that. He was literally in the middle. Do you know what the Euros are or no?
Is it a championship thing?
It's like so. In the summertime, they usually have big tournaments. Like right now, they're having Copa America, which is all the countries from North America and South America, and I think they get the best 16 teams or something like that, and they
Mm-hmm.
compete for the cup. Whoever is going to be the winner of the Copa America. And they do the same thing in Europe every 4 years, kind of like the World Cup, and it's just called the Euros. It's all like the best European teams competing against one another. And this player, he's actually a really big and known player. He also plays for Inter Milan in Italy at club level, and he's playing for his international level. I forget now if it's Denmark or I think it's Denmark. Bro, they literally passed him the ball. It was like in the 43rd minute. As the ball was coming to him, he just feints and the ball hits his leg and goes back to the other player. And he just passed out on the ground right there. And they continued the match for like 5, 7 seconds until the referee like stopped the match. It was like he's not getting up. And one of his teammates went up to him and didn't allow his tongue to get swallowed, because that's what ends up happening a lot of times, and people end up suffocating to death because they swallow their tongue.
Like when
So
they're having a stroke, you're saying?
yeah, exactly. Bro, it was crazy. It's giving me goosebumps just talking about it, bro. They had to give him
Wait, so what
CPR.
happened to him?
He had a cardiac arrest. They had to give him CPR in the middle of the match.
But what triggered that?
I don't know. It's still all under investigation. It just happened. So they're doing all these tests and stuff like that. But he's okay now. He's stable. He's good. But dude, like just the images of watching it, and all his teammates are surrounding him to make sure that the camera doesn't record what's happening. But you could clearly see the doctors doing CPR in the background on his lifeless body. And it was like super scary, bro.
Jesus.
It just comes to show like how fragile life is, bro. This man is an athlete, you know? He's like a freaking world-class athlete, and it just happened to him.
We could just drop dead at any time.
Anytime. That actually happened way back in the days, where a soccer player just passed out in the middle of the field while in the middle of a match and died.
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard of a story from uh, a high school in our hometown, which was called Monarch. You know Monarch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I heard like a couple years before I went to high school, because I never went to that high school, but a couple years before I went to high school, I heard that that school had an accident in the middle of a game where this guy got struck by lightning like 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times?
Yeah.
Bro, just the
Yeah. It
probability
was
of
like,
getting struck
I
once is
know.
crazy.
I know.
He had to
And
die.
it was,
He died for
you have
sure.
you could look it up on a, yeah, you could look it up, and he definitely fucking died for sure, but like what are the chances of that happening in the middle
Oh
of a
my
game, like
god.
that you get struck by lightning twice?
Bro, that's insane.
What? Yeah, I know.
Damn, I don't know if it was the same incident that I heard about, but I did hear back right before I was in high school as well of some kid getting struck by lightning. And
That's probably the story
yeah,
right there.
probably. And like they say that, his clothing literally melted into his body
Yeah.
because you get disintegrated in a sense.
Fuck. That must be like a
Oh my
crazy
god.
sight.
Oh my god. I mean, one good thing is at least it's like instantaneous. Like you're dead, you didn't feel any pain, it was super quick. At least that.
Maybe. Maybe you're like over there suffering for 5 minutes and then you go out.
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't know. For a person to get struck by lightning twice like that, it was meant to be. Like,
Yeah.
you're supposed to die, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, like some people have a fucking accident like that that's like crazy. Like it was supposed to happen. Like this couldn't have been more of a unique situation than now. So I don't know. It's just crazy, bro. Like some people, how they just go out like that. You know?
Even like some sports injuries where they don't die, but recently in the past like 5 years, there's been so many cases of people's legs and like shins just like splitting in half in basketball games. What's his name? Anderson Silva in the UFC fight. And then that same guy that he fought against, it just recently happened to him like a month ago. Off the first kick, I think we talked about this, where he literally went and
Oh
kicked the
yeah.
guy and it just broke. First one.
These people stopped drinking real milk. They're drinking these almond milks and shit.
And that's bullshit.
I know. I'm just joking.
That was crazy though. Just seeing that whole image. Imagine like his wife and children watching the soccer match and like helpless. You can't do anything about it, but you're watching your loved one getting CPR, bro. CPR. You know, I didn't know this, but when you're getting CPR done, you're getting your ribs broken.
Well, they're not meant to break your ribs.
I mean, for you to do CPR for a decent amount of time, yeah, that's what happens. It breaks your ribs.
Bro, they're not trained to break people's ribs.
They're
bro.
not. It's not like they want to break your ribs. It's just that they're putting the pressure onto your heart. They have to keep pumping your heart.
But that's not every time. If the ambulance is doing CPR on you, it doesn't mean your ribs are gonna be broken.
I think it's like after a certain amount. I don't know. That's what I heard. I have no idea, but I did hear that your ribs break when you're doing CPR.
What the fuck? Not every time, bro. Like that's maybe like a rare occasion.
I mean,
something.
think about it though, bro. You're literally putting pressure. You have to pump the heart. The heart is inside of your body, so you have to literally go in and put that pressure down. You're breaking some ribs, man.
I heard that you can't even like do anything about it if you break a rib. You have to just kind of
Let it heal.
let it heal. Like you can't move. You have to be in bed the whole time.